Peace be upon you. I'm pleased to be with you today in our fifth section of the principles of insurance, which will be a revision on the first chapter, the concept of insurance. Let's see our question. The first question is true or false. Number one, the general rule in insurance, loss of the few shared by the many. In our definition or insurance definition, there are the functional definition and contractual definition. The functional definition reflects the nature of insurance as a cooperative system between the insureds to spread the loss caused by a particular risk over a number of persons. So, the general rule insurance loss of the few or one person risk spread or shared by number of persons who agrees to insure themselves against that risk. So that statement is true. Number two, the insured is the person who has a particular risk that need to be insured. The insured is the policyholder that paid the premium that he has a particular risk need to be insured. We said that in insurance is a cooperative system between the insureds to spread their loss caused by particular risk over a number of persons who agree to insure themselves against that risk. So, insurance may be defined as a cooperative device of distribution loss falling on a person or a small number of persons over a larger number of persons. So that question is true. Number three, impossible loss equals contingent loss equals certain loss. That question is false because possible loss, not impossible loss, equals contingent loss equals uncertain loss. So our answer isn't true because of impossible isn't our answer. Impossible loss isn't the true word and certain loss isn't the true word. So possible loss equals contingent loss equals uncertain loss. So our question isn't true. Insurance is important to encourage lenders to finance new or existing investments. The importance of insurance or the benefits of insurance. Number one, to provide financial security and safety to individuals and institutions. We said insurance companies provide protection against potential loss, which encourages individuals and companies and financial institutions, lenders, to finance new or existing investments. So that question is true. Number five, in 1946, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development made it clear that a strong and effective national insurance and reinsurance market was essential for economic development. That question isn't true because the conference was in 1964, not 1946. So because that year isn't true, all question number 6. With insurance protection, there will be some adverse economic effects. We said that the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development clear that without insurance protection, there will be some adverse economic effects because the absence of insurance made some benefits like increasing contribution to GNP and reduce high unemployment rate and reduce high levels of inflation. So that phrase or that question isn't true. Answer is false. Number 7, governments use tax and revenues and government bonds to strengthen infrastructure investment in society. Other benefit of insurance or the importance of insurance is strengthening infrastructure investment in society. Insurance sector contributes to the strengthening of the infrastructure of the national economy through taxes paid by insurance companies for their operations and profits. Also, purchase of the government bonds. The government use these funds, tax revenues and government bonds to build airports, schools, paving roads and bridges. Our answer is true. Number 8, there is one reliable base or criteria in the classification of insurance. That question isn't true because there is more than one reliable basis or criteria in the classification of insurance. Not one, there is more than reliable base or criteria in the classification of insurance. Number 9, in optional insurance, the insurer is free to accept or reject the insurance coverage, such as social insurance. Let's see the first half of that question. In optional insurance, both the insurer and the insured is free to accept or reject the insurance. So that half is true. But such as social insurance is a compulsory insurance, not optional insurance. Optional insurance, like all types of private commercial insurance, like fire, theft, motor and medical insurance. So our question is it true or false because of social insurance. Social insurance isn't a type of optional insurance. Question number 10. Medical insurance is an indemnity contract. In the classification of insurance can be classified into 2 types. Insurance of person, like life insurance, death and annuity, health insurance or medical insurance. Property and liability of insurance. Insurance can be classified also into two types: life insurance, like death and annuity; non-life insurance, like property, liability, and health or medical insurance. So medical insurance is a non-life insurance. Non-life insurance is an indemnity contract. So our question is true. Non-life insurance contract is an indemnity contract. An indemnity contract, the contract where the insured indemnified by the exact value of loss. Number 11, individual insurance is one that purchased with group of people for single person. The classification of insurance, the first type is individual insurance. Individual insurance is one that purchased with a single person. So the first half isn't true. The group insurance purchased by one person for group members, the second half is true. So our question isn't true or false. Answer is false, because individual insurance is one that purchased with a single insured person. Number 12, group insurance plans usually have higher premiums than individuals. Answer is false, because individual insurance plans usually have higher premiums than group plans. Individual plans. Our question should be: individual insurance plans usually have higher premiums than group plans. The second question, choose the correct answer. Number 13, there is considerable controversy among writers about law of insurance. Functional definition or contractual definition. Insurance definition, there is considerable controversy among writers about the concept of insurance in general. In general, the definition of insurance can be made from 2 points: functional definition and contractual definition. So the controversy among writers about the both of functional and contractual definition. So our answer is 1 and 2, number C. Number 14, from the insurer point of view, insurance deals with risk through a system of features of insurance. Insurance as a type of risk management technique can be viewed as a risk pooling tool from the insurer's perspective, or a risk transfer tool from the insured's perspective. So from the insurer or the company of insurance point of view, it's a pooling tool. Risk avoidance, it isn't our choice. Risk prevention, it's our choice. Risk removal isn't our choice. Our true choice or our selection is number D. Number 15, it isn't one of life insurance types. We should find the non-life insurance type, medical insurance, still alive to the age of 60. In the classification of insurance, life and non-life insurance, life insurance, death and annuity is to still alive to the age of 60 or retirement. Whereas medical insurance and property insurance and liability insurance isn't one of life insurance types. It's the types of non-life insurance. So medical insurance isn't one of these types. Our correct choice is 1A. Number 16. It's one of non-life insurance types. We said that insurance can be classified also into two types: in life insurance like this and annuity or still alive to the age of 60 or retirement, non-life insurance, property liability and health insurance. Property insurance, yes, it's one of non-life insurance. The third party liability, yes, it's one of these types. So we should take our choice number 1 and 2. Our true answer is C. There are two types of the insurance of persons. The insurance of persons have two types: life insurance and health insurance. Life and non-life insurance isn't our choice. Non-life and health insurance isn't our choice. Health and life insurance, it's a correct choice. So the insurance of persons have two types: life insurance and health insurance. Number 18. Life insurance aims at providing financial protection to the individuals and their dependents against death, sickness. The insurance of persons aims at providing financial protection to the individual and their dependents against death and survival in case of life insurance. So death and survival in case of life insurance, sickness and disability in case of non-life insurance or health insurance. So our correct answer is A, I only. Question number 19. Life insurance is a contract. Non-indemnity, long term. And the differences between life insurance and non-life insurance: policy duration, by its nature coverage. Life insurance contract is a long-term contract. So life insurance is a long-term contract. That one. Indemnity, life insurance is a non-indemnity contract, whereas non-life insurance contract is an indemnity contract. So life insurance at the point of indemnity, life insurance is a non-indemnity contract. So we should find the two or the both of these choices, 1 and 2. Our correct answer is C, non-indemnity and long term. The last question. The law of large numbers leads to. The law of large numbers, the insurance companies to provide financial protection against certain peril. There are various essential conditions and elements that need to be fulfilled before acceptance any coverage. These conditions are large numbers of exposure units. The first requirement to provide insurance coverage for any risk, there must be a large number of homogeneous exposure units. The purpose of that requirement is to enable the insurer to predict loss based on the law of large number. Thus, they will be also to determine the sufficient premium. So, our result or our benefit is to determine the sufficient premium. The law of large numbers states that as the number of homogeneous exposure units increases, the more accurate predictions. So that selection is true. In other words, as the number of homogeneous exposure units increases, the greater the likelihood that the actual results equal the expected results. So the choice also is true. So the law of large numbers leads to more accurate predictions because of as the number of homogeneous exposure units increases, the more accurate predictions. Or in other words, as the number of homogeneous exposure units increases, the greater the likelihood that the actual results of that exposure will equal the expected results. The last choice, the purpose of that requirement or large number of exposure units is to enable the insurer to predict loss based on the law of large number. Thus, they will be able to determine sufficient premium. Our answer will be none, because all of these choices are true. Our choices or our correct choice must be 1 and 2 and 3. When we didn't find it, we should take number D, none. We finished our section today. At the end of our section, I hope that you have benefit from what we explained and resolved any questions. Finally, I'd like to advise you to be positive and express your suggestion and problem in your questionnaire on the group of Facebook about what is presented in our lectures and sessions. Without any fears, all this is for your benefit. Thank you and all the best.